Hey guys, it's Lex. Welcome back to my channel. So if you watched my last video, you would know that I went to the mall and I picked up a bunch of stuff from Sephora that I've had in my shopping cart for a while. But the mall by me now is open, so I figured why not just like go get out of the house, go shopping, and I ended up getting a little bit more than I wanted to. But the whole reason for this video is because I've been wanting to try the BECCA No Pigment Foundation ever since I saw it drop on Instagram. I haven't touched it, I didn't swatch it, haven't watched any reviews, no videos on it whatsoever, because I want to get my authentic reaction and opinion about it. They didn't have it in Sephora, but the girl that was helping me did say that it's better as a primer. And I mean, honestly, right off the bat, I'll just be honest, I'm not having super high expectations for this, but the reason why I got it is because in the summer, I don't like to wear a lot of heavy foundation. So if this is something that could kind of smooth out my skin and give me a base to just put on the rest of my makeup and just kind of like even out my skin tone a little bit, I will be very happy. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So let's just unbox this bad boy, BECCA ZERO No Pigment Virtual Foundation. Ooh, it's like a little orb. It's like a little bubble. There was also a lip gloss, face gloss that was released with it, but I have so many clear like lip glosses, I just felt like I didn't need it. But this, I was so interested in trying, I could not pass it up. It's in this like frosted glass container. I really do like the packaging. I've never really like seen foundation packaged like this before, but then again, I've never used a no pigment foundation, so I'm gonna open it up. It has a tiny little like spa scooper thing that you scoop like a face mask. So this foundation was $36, that's what I thought, but I just wanted to double check. And I feel like that's normally how much a foundation is in like the prestige section of like Ulta and Sephora. Like I feel like foundations range from like $20 to like $40 in like that middle tier. So I mean, this better do something for $36. Wow, that's a really weird consistency. I thought it was gonna be like gooey, kind of like the Milk Hydro Grip primer. I have a feeling that I kind of know what this is gonna do and feel like. I feel like it's almost gonna be like that Smashbox like photo focus primer. I'll do a little bit on the back of my hand. Oh my god, it's such like a fun texture. Ooh, wow, okay. So it doesn't have a smell, and it kind of did what I thought it was gonna do. Like my hand feels very smooth and like, I guess like it has that like silicone-y feel to it, but it melted right into my skin, and then it kind of went from that jelly to almost like liquidy and like just melted into my skin. This is the hand without it, and this is the hand with it. I could tell that this hand, I could see the little cracks in it more, and then like this hand is nice and like smoothed out, more plump and hydrated. So oh my god, I completely forgot. This isn't the first product that we're gonna be using, because before any foundation, I normally would put on a primer. I picked up the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer because I've heard such good things about it. So this is the Banana Bright Face Primer, Vitamin C, Banana Powder Inspired Pigments. I'm really excited to try this out because all the popular booty gurus always use it. Oh, does it smell like bananas? It does have like a little bit of a color to it. It has like an orangey yellow color. And it has like a citrusy smell. Nice. I thought it was maybe gonna smell like bananas, which I would have also been excited for, but the smell is good. I'll take it, I accept. This feels like a very moisturizing, hydrating primer. I don't know if I just haven't filmed like a sit down makeup video in a while, but I just feel like this made my skin look amazing. Now we get to try the BECCA ZERO No Pigment Virtual Foundation. So I have this little scooper thing. I'm definitely gonna use it because I've always wanted to feel bougie and use one of those. I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison. So I'm just gonna do one side of my face with the Zero Pigment Foundation and then just kind of see the difference, and then I'll obviously do the rest of my face. Ooh, it feels nice and cooling. I guess you're just supposed to kind of rub it in with your hands, I'm assuming. Or I guess you could use like a liquid foundation brush. It feels really nice on my skin. Again, it doesn't have a scent. I'm mainly like looking for it to kind of like smooth out my pores, and I get like fine lines on my forehead. Like, bless up, I'm 25 years old and I have forehead wrinkles. Where did that come from? I don't know. I mean, I like the feeling of it. So far, I don't really see it doing anything. All right, I'm gonna let this sit on my face for like 30 seconds, let it just sink in, and then I will let you guys know what I think. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes or so, and I made another coffee. It picked me up to get me through the rest of this video. I have to say, it is doing something. So the side that I put the foundation on, my skin looks a little bit more taut, my pores are a little bit smaller, especially around my nose area, smoothed out underneath my eye, and overall it just looks a little bit more shiny and just like awake and youthful. And the side that I don't have the foundation on and I just have the primer and everything, it just looks a little bit more dull and lackluster, and I can definitely just see a little bit more like discoloration and pores and fine lines. It definitely does do something, so that's good. And it doesn't make any claims that it deposits any like pigment onto your face and it's full coverage and it covers everything up. It does say that clear light blur technology diffuses light around the face to smooth and blur imperfections without pigment, cools on contact, and helps perfect skin with a natural matte finish. And I feel like it does do that. Like, it pretty much what I just described. I honestly didn't even read this at first because I forgot, but it pretty much does exactly what it says. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the other side of my face so that we can move on. We will see how the rest of my makeup lays over on top of it, and I will give you my final thoughts at the end of the video. So next, I would usually just put a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes and like in my T-zone just to draw a little bit of light and extra brightness, because I don't want to really go heavy on the cream products. I just kind of want to cover those dark circles because I do have them. I do be staying up until 3 in the morning watching Netflix and TikToks. Okay, so I'm just taking a little Cover FX kabuki brush and I'm just going to blend this out, and I'll see how it reacts with the BECCA No Pigment foundation, if anything like weird starts happening, which I doubt it will. Oh, I didn't even tell you what concealer I was using. Like, good job, Alexa, good job. I'm using the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 260. So yeah, I could definitely see why people would say that this is a good primer, like people that want full coverage foundation all the time. But for people that just want a more natural finish and just kind of smooth everything out, it definitely does that. That's kind of what it's advertised as. So I probably wouldn't buy it like just as a primer, because like there's so many other primers out there and it would be a $36 primer. But for the reason that I bought it, like if you do like to wear a more natural face sometimes, I think that it's definitely a good product. I like to use the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer in the summer because it's a little bit more moisturizing, so it kind of moves with your skin. It doesn't just kind of like crack and melt off like a more matte concealer might do. So I really enjoy using the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer, especially in the summer. This is like actually really laying nice over the BECCA foundation. Like, it's really smooth. That's like actually kind of amazing. Underneath my eyes is where I crease like a mother trucker. The fact that barely am creasing underneath my eyes right now, that's actually pretty amazing. Okay, so next new product is by the brand Kosas, and it's called the Sun Show Moisturizing Baked Bronzer. And it had 3 shades, light, medium, dark. I got the shade medium because they had the swatches open in the store. By the way, you weren't allowed to swatch anything in Sephora. If you wanted to sample something, one of the makeup artists would come over and help you, and it was very safe and sanitary, and yeah, it was a great experience in there. First off, I just want to talk about the compartment because it reminds me of sea glass, and I just love the teal packaging so much. And I wouldn't really just like go in with a powder bronzer if I don't have foundation and stuff on, but this says it's a moisturizing bronzer, so I'm gonna give this a try on top of just kind of not bare skin, obviously, because I have like 2 products on my face right now, but without a full face of foundation, I want to see how this works. I also couldn't tell you when the last time I washed my makeup brushes are, so I'm just going to grab one and hope for the best. This is a Morphe E4 angled brush. Oh, this is, wow. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit careful. And I'm just gonna go in like I would with any bronzer. Wow, okay, I love this already. I can already tell. That just went on so smooth. That was crazy. I feel like this color might be a little bit too warm toned, like reddish orange for me. Sometimes like when you put on a bronzer or something, like with the point of where you touch your face first, it kind of leaves like a mark and you have to like blend it out. But this just blended out so nicely. I'm trying to work on my camera angles because sometimes I feel like half the time I'm trying to do something and like explain it and show it and I'm out of the frame. So I'm trying to be better about that. This definitely is a little warm toned for me. Oopsies. I might have also used a little bit too much at first. This might be my new favorite bronzer. Not that I was expecting it to be bad, but sometimes with more natural skincare, like cruelty-free products, the quality isn't there, but like the ingredient quality is there. And just like sometimes I feel like they fall short because of the natural products. They don't hold together as well or they don't perform as well. But this is so good. Like I'm still not over it. Like I keep going back in with it because I love it so much. Now that I'm looking at it more, like I like this side a lot better. Obviously this side I put on too much and it looks a little bit more red orange, but if I just did it a little bit lighter next time with a lighter hand. And it kind of like melts into your skin. Like it doesn't feel like there's a powder layer on top of your skin. It just kind of feels like it kind of blended in with everything. I'm like losing my mind over this right now. I'm obsessed. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it, so if you're somebody that like needs a matte bronzer, it might not be for you, but like the formula is so good. This is freaking it. I used one of those wavers today on my hair by the brand insert name here. That's where I got it from, and I love the waves, but I kind of wish that they would like stay a little bit better. Maybe it's because my hair is so short. So somebody needs to tell me why I didn't know that Anastasia Beverly Hills came out with a brow pen. I love a fluffy microbladed brow. Okay, so I just used my soap brows to comb my brow hairs upwards. You could use any brow gel product that you like. So now I'm gonna whip out my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pen. Like I said, this is in the shade Ebony. Wow, the tip on this is so fine, and I like how it's in like rose gold or gold lettering. It just looks very luxurious and fancy. So I'm gonna do a couple practice strokes on the back of my hand first before I do it on my brow. Whoa, that is so ultra fine, and it's not like bleeding or like spreading out. I hate when you use an eyeliner or a brow pen and like you draw a line and then it kind of starts to like bleed out a little bit. That's like super annoying. So that doesn't seem to be doing this, so I'm so excited. I feel like I need to get super close to my mirror. Wow, I feel like I could have even went for the darker one. I think the darkest shade after Ebony is Granite, and my hair on my head is dark brown, so like I always just kind of go for the dark brown. But I think I could have even went for like the black one. Wait, I'm obsessed with this. This is like giving me the brows that I want and dream and need. Okay, look at that brow. That's a good brow. Okay, I feel like I need a little bit more practice, but I love this. I feel like you have so much control over the shape of your brows, and it draws such a nice, sharp, fine line. Like this is amazing. I'm so excited that I got this. Especially for the little hairs right in the front. I kind of like them to stick like straight up and like kind of square off, and I feel like I always have a hard time achieving that look. Even with my most smallest detailed eyebrow brush and the dip brow, I feel like I can never get it to look like exactly like this. So I'm really excited. I like this a lot, definitely a fan. So next I'm gonna put on a little bit of cream blush, and this is the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek Matte in the shade Count Me In. It's a nice peachy corally pink. So I'm just pressing it into my cheeks. I'm curious to see how it's gonna lay over that Kosas bronzer, if it's gonna like mess with the powder or anything. It doesn't seem like it is so far. No, it actually looks really good. Since this is a matte formula, it's not like oily or greasy, so it shouldn't take apart any of your foundation or your powder products. That looks really cute. It makes me happy when you try a bunch of new products and then they all work really well together. And I always put the blush on the apples of my cheeks and then kind of pull it back into my temples. I don't know, I just like to do it that way. I like when I have a little bit of color on the apples of my cheeks. I just think it looks really cute, and then I always press the excess around my nose. So sticking with the cream products, I'm gonna use my Milk Makeup cream highlighter in the shade Slits. This is probably my favorite cream highlighter of all time. It just gives you that like slick wet highlight, which I really like. Pretty much with every cream product, I always put it on my finger first, because if you go directly onto your skin, it could ruin your makeup and you don't really know how it's gonna react. So if you kind of pat it in with your finger, it won't drag any of the other makeup that you have on your face and like smear it around. And I'm just putting that on the high points of my cheek, and then I kind of just press it into my temple. Then I'm just gonna put a little bit on my nose and on my forehead, right above my brow. In the summer, I like to feel super dewy and glowy and natural, and I feel like this highlighter just does that for me. So another new product that I recently got, not from Sephora, but from Colourpop, is their freckle pen, and I've been loving it. It's the most easiest way to get faux freckles ever, even easier than the spray tan thing that I used to do all the time. And I love freckles in the summer because I feel like a lot of people's natural freckles come out in the summer, but I don't have them, so I'm just gonna draw on my own. I find that the more like clustery and like sporadic you make them, and the different amounts of pressure that you use give you the most like natural look, because obviously every freckle and beauty mark is not the same size or shape. They are not all made equal, and they look a little intense at first, but kind of as you wear them throughout the day, they kind of settle into your skin and they look a little bit more natural and toned down. So before I move on to lashes, I just want to give my face a little bit of hydration. So I'm going to spray my face with the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set in Mango and Pineapple. And if you guys have been watching my videos, you know that the Anastasia Dewy Set is my all-time favorite setting spray. So when they came out with these two scents, you know that I had to buy them. And I'm just gonna use them both because I need to know what they both smell like. Are these not the cutest things that you've ever seen? Oh my god, I am so excited for this. First, I'm gonna try the mango. Oh my god, it's so cute. Wow. I think I sprayed it in my nose. It's like a mango just like farted in your face. Okay, and now for the pineapple. Oh my god, okay, the pineapple is definitely my favorite. The mango is a really strong mango scent, and I do like mango, but it does smell a little bit artificial. Like, obviously, I mean, it's like infused into a setting spray. It's not real mango juice, but the pineapple is just like a little bit more subtle, and it smells so good. I mean, they both smell amazing, but the pineapple is definitely my favorite. Oh my god. I wonder if they're gonna start doing seasonal scents for the Dewy Set, because I feel like that would be a really smart marketing move. Anastasia, hit me up. So before I do lashes, I'm just gonna line my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid liner. Just gonna give myself a little cat wing, or actually bat wing, I should say, for those of us that have hooded eyes, bat winged liner. Wow, this eyeliner is like, I just ran out of it all of a sudden. I don't know what's happening with all of my eyeliners today. They're like all ran out for some reason, but I'm gonna do the other eye quickly off camera, and then I'll be back to show you guys the lashes that I picked up from Sephora. Okay, so I just finished up my eyeliner and threw on a little mascara as well, so now it's time for lashes. So today I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills false lashes in the style Gorgina. As you can see, they're super wispy and fluttery, which is my favorite kind of lash. I'm probably gonna have to trim them a little bit before I put them on my eye. Before I trim my lashes, I'm just gonna put on some lash glue. I've been applying it directly to my lash line. I feel like it makes it the quickest and easiest application. I'm using the Tarte Lash Glue in the black color. Just gonna do the same thing to my other eye while I'm waiting for the lash glue to cure a little bit, because you don't want it to be super wet. You want it to be a little bit sticky. Otherwise, when you go to put your lashes on, they're just gonna keep popping off because the glue is too wet. Okay, watch, boys and girls, and be amazed. Like, how effortless was that lash application? You know what I really do want to try though is the magnetic lashes, the Glamnetic lashes. I've been seeing them all over Instagram. I mean, probably because I keep clicking on the ads and just like looking at them. So like my FBI agent knows that I've been interested. So let me know if you guys want me to try those out on my channel. Wow, these are such a good lash. I think I'm just gonna throw on a little bit of Fenty Gloss Bomb and call it a day. This is in the shade Fenty Glow. It has that nice little pinky brown undertone, so it gives you a little bit of color, but it makes your lips super shiny and hydrated and plump. I'm gonna give myself one more spray of the pineapple setting spray because I just can't resist. Oh my god, that is so good. This has probably been my go-to summer makeup look, and now that I tried out all of these new products, I feel like it really leveled up my makeup routine. Even though it's like the end of August and summer's almost over, I really did enjoy pretty much all of these products, honestly. So we'll start with the BECCA Zero foundation. I feel like it's not a foundation. This kind of is just a blurring lotion or primer with zero pigment in it. So I don't know, is it worth $36? Probably not. Would I purchase it again? Probably not. Am I gonna finish this because I like it? Yes. I think that it did exactly what it said it was gonna do. Blur your fine lines, smooth everything out, give you a little bit of hydration and shine, and it really just kind of like brightened up and like made my skin a little bit more plump and youthful. The concealer underneath my eyes is starting to crease a little bit, but I didn't set it with any setting powder because I don't know, I don't like to pile a bunch of powders on my face, and I feel like people think you need to just like powder, 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 and like maybe that's true for people that are a little bit more oily, but like I'm not, so I don't really like put a bunch of powder on my face, especially in the summer. So that could just be the concealer, but maybe if I would have put powder over it, it would have stayed nice and like flat how it was when I first put it on. With my minimal summer makeup, I feel like this is a perfect addition to my summer makeup routine. So I really liked how all of the makeup laid on top of the no pigment foundation, so I'm definitely gonna keep using it. The Kosas Moisturizing Bronzer. Chef's kiss, it's perfect. I love it so much. My other makeup products laid beautifully over it. It worked so well. It just melted into my skin like no other bronzer has before. Once I finish this, I might go for the next one lighter. It's a more cool, like ashy toned. I think this might be a little bit warm toned for me, especially in the winter, but I don't know. This is just my favorite bronzer. I'd give this a 10 out of 10. It wore so well over my natural skin and I just love it. I just can't say enough good things about it. The Anastasia Little Mini Dewy Sets, obviously another 10 out of 10. The formula is still the same, but it just has the different scents. The pineapple is definitely my favorite for sure. And the brow pen, I love. I think I just need a little bit more practice because I've been using the dip brow for a while now, so I think I'm more used to that, and I need to practice like drawing those perfect little hair strokes. But yeah, overall this is definitely going to be a new staple in my makeup routine. And the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Primer, I'm really curious to try it underneath like a full face of makeup because I feel like it's kind of hard to tell with just the no pigment foundation. It was kind of just like two primers on top of each other, so I feel like I couldn't see how well it actually performed. But when I did put it on my face, it did feel really plump and hydrating, and when I looked in the mirror after, I was like, wow, like my skin tone looks really even and really good. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to keep using that. I would definitely recommend all these products. I really enjoyed them a lot. I can't wait to incorporate these into my everyday makeup routine. So let me know in the comments down below if you've tried any of these products, which ones are your favorite, which ones you like, which ones you don't like, and definitely make sure to subscribe and hit the little bell icon down below so that you get notified every time I post a weekly video. You could follow me on Instagram and TikTok, both at Alexa West. Okay guys, I hope that you're all staying healthy, happy, and safe, and I can't wait to see you in my next one.